Thank you for tuning in to Diaspora Connect. This connection looks a little shaky today. I do apologize. Hopefully, everyone can hear me well. Um, Today, I am on the continent of Africa. This is Diaspora Connect Tanzania. My name is Wanda Hanford. I am doing a live today on the continent of Africa in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And I want to discuss today the 6 differences between Ghana and Tanzania. The reason I want to discuss this is because there are many diaspora that are interested in coming to Tanzania as well as going to Ghana. So and I stayed for 2 weeks. I did the whole slave dungeon slave tour, uh, uh, whole situation, and now I've been in Tanzania for a year and 2 months. So I just wanted to discuss some of the differences in um, repatriating and or visiting both countries. Shalom, shalom, Anthony. So I have to look at my phone. Okay, so I have written 6 differences between Ghana and Tanzania. So I do have to look at my phone. I just want to first of all thank you for all my faithful subscribers. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you can hear me well. It is a bit late. I'm doing this live late. I was trying to do it earlier, but it got really busy and I was meeting with people unexpectedly. And so I was sharing and providing information to them as diaspora. Good morning, Lex. So I have to look at my phone every now and then because I jotted down some notes in reference to the 6 differences between Ghana and Tanzania. So, um, yeah, I noticed that many diaspora are coming to one of the 2 countries if they're interested in either visiting, relocating, etc. So I wanted to share some of my personal experiences of visiting both Ghana as well as Tanzania, living here. And so I haven't had as much experience in Ghana, but I wanted to share the differences that I think are kind of relevant to those who are interested in visiting and or repatriating. Let me see. So when deciding to relocate to the continent and trying to determine which region would best be suited for you and your family, here are a few things to take into consideration. So I have the 6 points. So the first, okay, first, I wanted to give this disclaimer. I want to give this disclaimer. These are my personal views um, and experiences visiting West Africa, uh, Ghana for about 2 weeks versus living in Tanzania for a year and a couple of months. So that's my kind of like my short experience visiting Ghana and then, of course, in Tanzania. So I'm going to read from my phone, from my notes, and share my a bit of my insight on this. 1 second, I'm going to try to make sure the volume is up. Okay, so I hopefully you can hear me because I am outdoors. So, but the first difference is purchasing land. Apparently, it is easier to purchase land in West Africa than it is in West Africa, Ghana, and Gambia as a foreigner than it is to purchase in Tanzania. In Tanzania, you must be an investor in order to purchase land in Tanzania uh, as a foreigner. Both situations, you're basically leasing the land for like 99 years. You're not actually purchasing the land and that you can just take it with you, but you're leasing it for a extended period of time to do business, to live on, etc. So, Ghana. as a foreigner. Gambia and some other countries you can actually purchase land. South Africa, Kenya, but in Tanzania um, on the east side of Africa, Tanzania, you have to be an investor to purchase land or to lease the land. You have to invest in the country via creating a business and or investing in existing company to purchase land that way. The second point, the second point of tense in considering repatriating and or visiting a continental African country, basically I'm talking about Ghana or Tanzania, is the dress code. Now in Tanzania, the dress code, especially for women, it's very modest and actually covered. So if that is something that you are okay with, then Tanzania will probably be the best place for you. For men, I think it's okay, but the women usually have more of an issue. And then let's see. Um, and then in Tanzania, it's a more of a patriarchal society, and that the men usually are the um, handle most of the business here. So if you got an issue with that, then Tanzania may not be the best place for you. In Ghana, the dress code is a little bit different in that you may be a little bit more comfortable in Ghana if you prefer to be somewhat like naked, or if you feel a little bit more comfortable dressing uncovered, like you know, I don't know how to put it, but just a little bit more like naked, tight clothes, more like the West, I would say. Ghana will probably be a little bit more comfortable for you because some people or some women complain about Tanzania being too conservative or too modest for them. So Tanzania is a more modest country, it's primarily Muslim and Christian. So the dress is a little bit more conservative. So if you're not as comfortable with dressing conservative, then Ghana may be a better selection for you um, and your family. The third point is the temperament of the citizens. The temperament of the citizens. Um, I will put it like this: in America, we're the highest strung. So you have America, then you have Nigeria, you have Ghana, and then you have Tanzania way down here. So this is the temperament of the people. Tanzanians are a lot more laid back and low key. So if you are interested in going from America or the West, which is very high strung, to more of a laid back, relaxed, calm, patience environment, a little slower, then Tanzania will probably be the best place for you. Ghana is uh, higher up. So we have America, Nigeria, and then Ghana. So Ghana is kind of high strung like us in America, a little closer to our temperament, our personality, our our moving and shaking type of environment. So it's a little bit more up pace, upbeat, fast paced, a little fast pace, little faster pace than Tanzania, but not as fast as the West. So Ghana might be a better selection for you if you are not okay with the slow. Hello. If you're not okay with the slow, poly, laid back pace. So Tanzania may not be the best place for you. So Ghana might be. Um, Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so number four is the food. The food. I have to say, I prefer the Ghanaian food over the Tanzanian food. The Ghanaian food reminds me more of a Jamaican food. It's more seasoned. It's more like soul food. So the Ghanaian food seasoning and the way that they prepare it is more. Um, it's a little bit more a spice. Have a little bit more spices when they cook. They use a little bit more seasoning, like spiciness or flavorfulness in the food. They usually flavor it up a little bit more. in Ghana than they do in Tanzania. Tanzania's food is good, but it's more natural in that they don't they don't overpower the food with seasonings. They kind of like the taste of the naturalness of the food, so they don't use a lot of seasonings like salt and stuff like that. They use pili pili, which is kind of like a hot sauce on a lot of the food, but they don't cook with the salt, a lot of the seasoning. So some people will consider the food in Tanzania to be a little bland, but it's actually probably better for you because, like, we from the diaspora, we eat the African Americans, Black, Hebrew, Bantu. We like seasoned food in the diaspora or in the West, and we like soul food, and it has a lot of seasonings and good flavor, cheese, and a lot of stuff that may not be the best for us, but it tastes very good. So if you are a foodie and really food means a lot to you, then Ghana over Tanzania might be better in terms of the food. Or if you come to Tanzania, just be prepared to bring your spices, your seasonings, high Africa bound, and all that good stuff. So I wanted to say again, welcome, welcome, welcome to all my previous subscribers, all my new subscribers. Thank you for your viewership. Please like, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Please like and share and subscribe so my video can get into circulation. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. I am going over the 6 differences in Tanzania versus Ghana, in my opinion. I've only been to Ghana 2 weeks, so haven't had as much experience in Ghana, but I just wanted to show the difference because I noticed a lot of diaspora are asking either about Ghana, Gambia, or Tanzania. So those are kind of at the top of the list in terms of where diaspora are interested in repatriating to and or visiting. So I wanted to give my perspective and my point of view on what I think about both countries. Both are beautiful. I fell in love with both of the countries, but they're just different in terms of these 6 different points that I am making. Um, Africa Bound, yes, it's okay to ask questions because we are on a live. Now, my internet is a little, it looks like it's a lagging or slow, but yes, I will answer some questions for you while I'm going over the 6 the differences between Ghana and Tanzania, in my opinion. Now, I've only been in the West Africa 2 weeks, and I did the whole slave dungeon, slave tour in Ghana. I did fall in love with the continent during that trip to Ghana, but after I came to Tanzania, I fell in love with Tanzania. So my preference is Tanzania, considering I am a little bit more modest in my dress and my appearance, and covering my body, and I'm not, really. I think Ghana is a little bit more like the West, in my opinion, and I'm not really. I'm trying to get away from like the Western dressing and mindset and stuff like that. But of course, Ghana would be better than the West. Ghana will be better than the U.S. Of course. Anywhere on the continent, in my opinion, would be better than the West. South Africa, Kenya, anywhere would be better than the West. So the fifth point that I would like to make is, I mean, the fifth difference that I would like to mention is spirituality. Now, when I went to Ghana, this could be a little bit controversial, so please keep that in mind. This is just my opinion. But when went to Ghana, it appears that there was more African spirituality going on in Ghana than here in Tanzania. In Tanzania, there's more Christians and Muslims here. In Ghana, when I went, it was a lot of people who worship ancestors, and it was a lot of people who worship like the dead around me. So I'm sure there are Christians there and Israelites or whatever there, but the majority of my experience when I was in Ghana was a lot of ancestral worshipers and Kemetic worshipers, and even some people who worship the dead. So that was kind of like different for me. Now in Tanzania, it's Christian and Muslim, which is different. So based on the spirituality part, I would select Tanzania over Ghana in the spiritual part because I didn't feel as comfortable in Ghana spiritually spiritual wise, because kept thinking that I was doing something that maybe I shouldn't do. So I subscribed to the scriptures, the biblical scriptures, and I was concerned about like making some kind of agreement or covenant or something with some kind of anything, some spiritual ancestors or something. So I was a little concerned because I didn't know what was going on around me. So I just feel a little bit more comfortable in Tanzania based on the spiritual country. I do subscribe to the biblical scriptures. So there are many Christians here to the biblical scriptures at least, and they pray and all that. So even though I'm not really down with the religion as far as Muslims or Christian, but I feel a little bit more comfortable in this environment. My spirit feels more at home or at peace in Tanzania, the spiritual wise. So that's kind of what my take on the spiritual part was. Learn Swahili with Patricia. Um, the culture, you said you think that the culture in Ghana is more strong. I don't know. I don't know which culture. It depends on the culture that you are referring to. As far as African spirituality, yes. As far as African spirituality, I think it is stronger in Ghana. As far as the African spirituality part, that part, but I'm not really into the African spirituality part. That's what I'm saying. It's not for everybody. I'm more so into. I follow the biblical scriptures, so that's kind of it depends on like where you are in your spiritual walk or your what you believe spiritually. So I'm a Bantu Hebrew, and I do subscribe to the biblical scriptures. So Tanzania will be a little bit more comfortable for me as an individual. But if you are more into the African spirituality and that type of vibe, then Ghana will probably be best for you. Comedic, that might be better for you. But I'm not subscribing to that spirituality uh, right now. So that's why I say it depends on like the individual. I'm not putting one or the other down. I'm just saying I noticed it was a difference, and I feel more comfortable with Tanzania spiritually than I did in Ghana. So yeah. Let me see. Excuse me. Okay, so the final difference that I noticed between the sixth difference that I noticed that's between Ghana and Tanzania is the currency exchange conversion, the currency conversion from USD to T shillings to the Ghanaian or Ghana CD. I believe I haven't checked the Ghana CD yet, but for Tanzanian, the Tanzanian shilling, it's about 22,200 T shillings per one USD. For the Ghanaian CD, it was 5 to 1, but now I think it's almost dollar to dollar, dollar for dollar USD and Ghanaian CD. But I'm not sure. But I know that the currency is you can get more for your money here in Tanzania than you could in Ghana, currency conversion wise, if you or have USD. So if you have USD, you can purchase more, you can do more here in Tanzania due to the currency conversion rate than you can in Ghana. Because in Ghana, it's almost like you'll be spending about the same amount of money that you would spend in the US. So even though you can buy land in Ghana as a foreigner, but you may be spending a lot more, um, closer to what you would probably spend in the US for land now because of the currency conversion rate. So you have to keep that in consideration when you are deciding to relocate to a specific country, particularly Ghana and Tanzania, and you're comparing the two. You must look at the currency conversion rate. How far does your USD go in that particular country? Yeah. So just make sure you take that into consideration because if you are here and you don't have if you on the continent and you don't have like a lot of income, or if you live on like a fixed income, or you are on a budget, And hello, Mambo. So if you are here and you don't have a lot, or you want to come and you don't have a large amount of income, or um, if you're on a fixed income, you want to consider the country that you want to either visit and or repatriate to. You want to make sure that your money, your USD, will go as far as possible. So you want to look at a country where your USD can go stretch really far. So for me, um, on a kind of like low, I have like low income. I have little streams of income, but they're not a lot. So because of the currency conversion rate here in Tanzania, you can do more. So you can survive and live off of a little with your little income. So you don't have to have as much. So now in Ghana, it may be a little bit different because the currency conversion rate is not that different in terms of the USD. So if you don't have much, it may be more of a struggle in Ghana for you than here in Tanzania because of the currency conversion rate, the amount. So for 30, so for example, for excuse me, my throat, sorry y'all. So for the currency conversion rate, for $30 here in Tanzania, for 30 USD here in Tanzania, um, if you only for $30, you can do a lot here in Tanzania. So you could pay a phone bill, you could pay all your utilities, and possibly buy fruit and vegetables with $30 here in Tanzania. Now in Ghana, because it's so much closer to the USD, you may not be able to do as much with your $30 in Ghana as you would here. Consider the fact of buying land as well. It's you'll be able to buy more land here in Tanzania than you would in Ghana. But the catch is the fact that you have to be an investor here in Tanzania, um, by creating a business or partnering with a Tanzanian, and or investing in a business to purchase land. So there's a give and take, for both countries. Not one country is perfect, just like the West or the US is not perfect. So sorry, my throat, you guys. I do apologize. That's kind of rude. I do apologize. But you want to do your research and make sure that the country that you decide that you want to repatriate to, that your money will stretch as far as it needs to go, considering the income. Yes. Oh, I'm just reading some of the notes, the messages. Jesse Nix, I do understand that there are spiritual practices here in Tanzania as well, um, African spiritual practices, but um, from what I've seen, I'm just going by, like I said, this is my personal opinion. For what I have seen and experienced here so far. Now I've been in Tanzania for a year and 2 months. I've only been to Ghana for 2 weeks, but based on my personal experience, the climate of the country in Tanzania, the way my spirit feels. I'm a spiritual person as well. My spirit feels more at peace here in Tanzania. I feel like it's lining up more with my spiritual practice because I do subscribe to the biblical scriptures. If you don't subscribe to the biblical scriptures, and maybe you are African spiritualist or whatever, then or Kemetic, then Ghana might be best for you. You may feel uncomfortable in Tanzania with that spiritual practice because you don't see it often and you don't feel it. I'm going by how my spirit felt when I was in Ghana versus how my spirit feels here in Tanzania, and what I see around me. I see more Muslims and Christians, and not to say that there aren't other spiritual practices, that take place in Tanzania, but I'm just going by my personal experience. So I'm no expert by no means, but I'm just doing this video just to have people compare the two so they can consider when they want to either relocate to Ghana or Tanzania or East Africa, West Africa, whatever. I'm trying not to generalize East and West. So that's why I said specifically Tanzania or Ghana, because I've actually been to those two places. Those are the only two places really on the continent that I had visited at first. Well, I have been to Kenya, Zambia, so Mozambique. So I have been to other countries, but I haven't stayed long. Tanzania, Ghana, I stayed for 2 weeks. So I got a chance to kind of gauge the spiritual environment, and it was a little uncomfortable for me. I have to be honest. So um, I'm just reading some of the notes. The costs. Yeah. So, hi, Jams. Please, everyone, like, share, and subscribe my videos. I am at 840 subscribers, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate your viewership. Thank you for all my subscribers. Thank you for my new subscribers, my previous subscribers. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think my videos will be helpful for those who are interested in repatriating to the continent of Africa. I have repatriated and I've been here in Tanzania for a year and 2 months. And I love it. I have no complaints. Nothing is perfect. It is not perfect, everyone, but it's a beautiful place. I have to admit, Tanzania is a beautiful, amazing place. Ghana, I visited Ghana for 2 weeks. It was beautiful. I fell in love with the continent when I went to Ghana. So I have nothing bad to say about either or. It's just you just have to figure out as a diaspora in the West what works best for you. And that's why I wanted to mention the six different the differences, the 6 points that I made, the differences in Tanzania versus Ghana. And in my opinion, now you may have the different opinions, and that's fine. But just based on when I visited, that was my kind of take on everything. Yeah, so let me look at some of the messages. Um, the UK is yes, Julie Scott. That's good. That currency conversion rate is really good. Okay, so Flower Star asked, in terms of finances, roughly how much did you take with you? Flower Star, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have much when I first got here. I'm gonna be honest because I kind of went on the Most High spoke to me, the uncreated creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So Nini Nanini, Tata and Zambi, the uncreated creator, he spoke to me and was advising me I needed to come on home to the continent because it's my home and leave the West. I was still working at the time, and I may have had 2,000 USD saved, but I was still working. So I was making pretty good money. So I was still working, and then I went on a sabbatical for 6 months. So I was working, and I had the 6 months plus. I quit my job in December of 2020, and then I got 401k. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It's like everything was unplanned at first. When I took that first step, then everything started falling in line for me, Flower Star. So I didn't have a lot saved and I didn't have even a lot of money, but I knew what I needed to do. And I just kind of walked out on faith, and I'm still here today, walking by faith and not by sight. I'm trusting the uncreated creator to provide for me, which I did create a business, and that helps with income. Diaspora Connect Limited is my business here. Registered legal business in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Yeah, so I did do that to help with helping diaspora to come back home to the continent, assisting them with the steps that I had taken to arrive here and to get situated and assimilate. So reading some of the comments now. Baboons, and there are over of them. They might also be okay. Yes, Jesse Nix. I understand I'm on African soil. I get it. But I am just telling what my personal spiritual feeling was for each country. Um, I don't know a lot about the African spirituality part of it, like before the biblical scriptures. As far as I'm still learning a lot about that, but I do subscribe to the biblical scriptures. So I'm just trying to gauge those who want to have an idea based on like my perspective coming from the diaspora. Um, So yeah, I'm no expert on any kind of spirituality, but I just know the difference of when I went to Ghana versus when I came to Tanzania. And because of my spiritual practice, and I subscribe to the biblical scriptures, whether people agree with it or not, that's what I subscribe to. So I have to go by my spirit and how I feel, and I feel a little bit more comfortable here in Tanzania based on the fact that I subscribe to the biblical scriptures. So that's kind of you know what I'm going by. Uh, but definitely the culture is strong here in Tanzania as well. I can of course sense that it's, African people all around are very spiritual people. So even if they are Christian and Muslims, they're still spiritual. You can sense they're very spiritual. So a lot of people may not subscribe to these religions, and which I don't, but I don't I, I don't beef with people about their spiritual practices. I don't uh, argue with people about that. I just kind of observe, and I just kind of, you know, I just observe and see that it is the way it is. So I'm just trying to share just based on how I feel, my comfort level, and spiritually what works for me. And I think Tanzania works best for me based on my spiritual practice and belief and how I live my life and conduct my, you know, my life as far as how I dress and how I um, relate to others, etc. So, looking for a group. Erica, you can email me at Diaspora Erica Padmore. You can reach me at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, or you can send me a personal email at Wanda, WANDAJAY 0110 and then you can send me an email and we'll connect. I'll send you my. I'm no longer on WhatsApp, everyone. I'm on Telegram and Signal. WhatsApp sent me the updated terms and I didn't agree with them, so I got off of WhatsApp, but I'm on Signal and Telegram now. So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Instagram, my IG handle is WHANDFORD1. That's my IG. And then I'm on Facebook, Wanda Hanford, and then YouTube, Diaspora Connect. So you can send me an email or reach out to me, whatever way is best for you. Um, walk by. Yes. I have met many other Hebrews in the diaspora here. There are thousands of us here, y'all. There are a lot of us here. I just, you guys, I'm just grouped out. I haven't really been grouping with, hey, Pam, Mamba, Power, Pam, Power. I haven't really been grouping with a lot of people, you guys, because I've been kind of busy trying to do business. I try to do business Monday through Friday, and I work a lot online. So I'm like online doing my own marketing, trying to help people get out of Babylon's and get out of them European countries and come back home to the continent. So I'm pretty busy. I do have Shabbat time on like Saturdays on the Sabbath. I do spend time alone and just with the Most High. Sometimes I group with others, but I just been by myself a lot lately because I'm starting to figure out if I want to do my Shabbats or my Sabbaths by the moon instead of by the day on the Sabbath on Saturday or by the moon. So I'm still praying about that, you guys. That's it. I will not. I cannot pronounce your name. Akunu Katazam Zakim. I will not be visiting witch doctors. I do not plan on visiting witch doctors. So thank you for advising me, but I know better than that. I will not do that. That is not something I will do. So I will make sure I will stay clear of any witch doctors. Which is, let's see, first world, standard roads, plumbing. Who has, okay, okay, Lex. So as far as infrastructure, uh, I would say the major cities like you have Accra and then you have Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I think they are about tit for tat or what's what or about equal in terms of infrastructure. But as you go out of the major cities, then it gets less developed. But the roads are, it's just like you have the city and then you have the suburbs. So um, plumbing and power outages. I think it's about the same as far as the plumbing and power outages. But I think that the closer to the city that you live in each country, I think the more consistent your utilities will be. So your lights, your water will be more closer to the city areas. But if you go out, then you have more power outages and not as consistent developed roads, and the plumbing could be a little up and down. So it's probably about the same as what I noticed. But I haven't been to Ghana since 2019, and I think it's changing a lot. Yeah. Review site. I don't think any culture is stronger in each. I think just each country is different. I think the East Africa and West Africa are just two different like worlds. But I think they're both beautiful. It's just you have to figure out what's best for you. Neither one of them is better than the other, in my opinion. It's just what is best for you and what suits your spiritual practice, your pocket, your finances, your food, your taste buds, and your the culture or the climate in the personality of the individuals that live there. So if you are a high strung, loudmouth, know it all type of attitude, then Ghana might be better for you because that type of vibe in Tanzania won't work. You might not get a lot accomplished if you're like that, especially if you're a woman, because not a lot of women are outspoken and loud and kind of like that. They're a little bit more laid back, even though they're very smart and they handle business, but they're more in a kind of like a submissive, laid back kind of role. So even me, I talk loud and laugh loud, and I've been working on it for a whole year. I've gotten so much better. I know in certain environments, I have to tone it down, my uh, calm my excitement because I'm kind of excited about being here. And when I talk about Tanzania or the continent, I get kind of excited. So I have to talk to my mind and my volume and say, take a deep breath and just calm down because I get kind of excited. Yeah, Pam, my phone has been on the blink because I don't know what's going on, everybody, but I've been here a year and my phone had some issues. So I had to get another SIM card with Vodacom. I was with Tigo. Now I got one with Vodacom. So my number changed. So I haven't been able to text and receive calls right now. I'm just via on Wi-Fi. So, but I'm out tomorrow. I'll be back in business because I have a new have a new SIM card from Vodacom and a new number. So if any of my peeps been trying to reach me via my local phone number, I do apologize. I'm still around. Hugs to you, Pam, in Zanzibar, the beautiful tropical paradise of Zanzibar. Y'all, Zanzibar is beautiful. You have to go visit. I'm not gonna. Oh, review site. Are you gonna? Okay, it's like I'm sorry, you guys. You guys are talking to each other, and I'm answering the question. Don't mind me. Okay. Um. Okay. Let me see. Do you think? um. African Americans. I'm reading this comment. Do you think African Americans and Afro Caribbeans speak about West Africa, but don't know about that? I do. Akunu Katazakim. I know I'm not pronouncing your name right, and I do apologize. It's the English accent, my bad. But I do think that African Americans and Afro Caribbeans speak about West Africa more because they are not aware of a lot of the Bantu roots and what they are. I'm learning myself, so um, yeah, we just have to do research because we just have to do research. That's all I can really say because it's a little difficult because everybody that comes here have their own kind of different perspective, and you don't want to push your views or opinions off on other people. So it is a little bit difficult for some. They just have to research the Bantu all the way back before the word Hebrew was created, because it was Bantu first. So we're all Bantu that have been dispersed to the four corners of the earth, but a lot of people don't know. So they have to do research. We all have to research and find out who we really are and who we're created to be. And if the uncreated creator has called you to find out the truth, then he'll make it clear to you so you'll have an understanding. Oh, okay. Okay, you made the name up. Okay, perfect. I feel bad when I can't pronounce people's names. I do apologize. But thank you everyone for tuning into my live. The chat seems a little like it's slow and dragging, but I wanted to come to you guys because I want to make it a point to have lives with you at least once every week. And Sunday is the best day for me to do it from the cafe, from my computer. And as soon as I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to do my lives from home. Yay! I'll be excited. So all is well in the continent of Africa. I had issues with my phone. Something happened with my SIM card or my other phone company, but I just went and got another SIM card via Vodacom. So now I'm back in business with my phone. Tomorrow it should be back up. So people who have been trying to reach me via my local number, I will be accessible. And if you are not, um, please join Signal, Telegram. I'm not on WhatsApp anymore. Messenger. You can reach me via Wi-Fi those ways as well, in case something ever happens with my phone. Because phones are kind of glitchy and iffy, you guys, and even the internet. It's gonna get to a point where we can't even talk online anymore. It's going to get to that point, so we got to be okay with like meeting in person with people. I do a lot of in-person meetings and impromptu meetings with Diaspora, you guys, because I'm starting to not like to talk on the phone and share a lot of personal helpful information via the internet anymore. So I've been asking people to meet me at my favorite spot, my cafe, or any cafe in the local area in Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam, and I will meet you there and we can talk in person. I've been doing a lot of old fashioned in person meetings with people, doing business consultations and personal consultations and driver's license, TIN numbers, and business. I've been referring people to attorneys to try to get businesses registered and partnering and all that great stuff. So, yes, that's what I've been doing. Yes, yes. West Africa, yes. Bantus have migrated throughout the continent of Africa. So the Bantu people, we're kind of everywhere, not only dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth, but we're on the continent as well. And so, yeah, we're everywhere. Um, so, yeah, I wanted to do this live to tune in. I'm gonna leave in a little bit because it's about to get dark, y'all. I like to be home before it's dark, but I wanted to do this video, this live, and I wanted to touch on those six differences that I noticed between Ghana and Tanzania, and I'm gonna go over them again real quick, not in detail, but I'm just gonna state the six that I noticed, that I observed. The first one is purchasing land. There is a difference between purchasing land in Ghana and Tanzania. Please go back and look at the video from the beginning, and I explained kind of like the differences. Two, the dress code. The dress code is different for people in Ghana or Ghanaians or diaspora wanting to relocate to Ghana or Tanzania. Just think about the dress code. I would think more. I would say more for Tanzania because it's more modest and conservative in Tanzania. So some people have an issue, especially the ladies. They might have an issue with the modest dressing. They may like to dress like wear swimsuits or might like to wear short shorts, or they might like to wear like the halter tops or stuff like that. Now in Tanzania, you might be uncomfortable because people might be staring at you. So just consider your um, dress code when considering what country you would like to comfortably repatriate to and or visit. Um, Number three is the temperament of the individuals or the citizens. Um, the temperament in Ghana is a little bit more high strung than Tanzania. I would say, just briefly mention that I would say the U.S. is at the top in terms of high strung, uh, loud talking, uh, uh, even sometimes rudeness. I'm sorry, but Tanzania is down here. So if you want a laid back, very calm, very respectful, very mannerable personality or environment, Tanzania might be a little bit best for you. Low key, been working on it for a whole year. I've gotten better. When it's me by myself, I just talk loud. When I get excited, I laugh loud. So I'm working on toning it down, you guys. I'm trying to be more ladylike, trying to be, you know how the biblical scriptures say, be seen and not heard. I'm trying to work on that, y'all. I'm working on myself. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to be seen and not heard. But I'm doing really good. You'll be proud of me. In business offices, I'm seen and not heard, y'all. I'll be when I go to handle business, or if I go to purchase things, I'm seen and not heard. And if I'm heard, I'm speaking Kiswahili. I'm like, Mambo VP. I'm like, Habari. I'm speaking Swahili. Okay. Okay. So number four is the food. The food, everybody. If you are big on food and it means the world to you, spicy food or seasoned food, seasoned well, flavorful food, Ghana. Ghana hands down or hands up. Ghana, the Ghanaian food is so much like Jamaican food or so much like soul food. It's very, very flavorful. My favorite Ghanaian dish is red, y'all. Red with red fried fish and plantains. Their plantains are delish. I love red. When I went to Ghana, I think every day I stayed for 2 weeks and I think I was eating red almost every day. That's my favorite. Okay. Tanzania food is a little bit blander, a little bit, a little bit more bland, I would say, or more natural. Natural. I ain't gonna say bland. I would say natural. They like to enjoy the flavor of the food, of how it naturally tastes. They don't mask it with seasonings, but they like the natural flavor. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes when your taste buds are used to a lot of seasoning, like salts and stuff like that, then natural food sometimes doesn't stimulate your taste buds as much, but it's really good for you, you guys. It's really good for you. Okay. And then number five is the spirituality. The spirituality uh, that is different in both countries. Even though I say each, all of the continent has spirituality. We're all spiritual. Africans in general are spiritual people, but it's just the different belief systems, I guess, or the spiritual practices, I guess. So you just have to figure out which environment works best for you. If you want to repatriate to the continent and you come from the West, if you are a Christian, then Tanzania might be best for you. If you are a Muslim, then Tanzania might be best for you. If you do not subscribe to those and you are an African spiritualist and you worship ancestors, or if you are Kemetic, then Ghana might be better for you. Because if you talk about like ancestral worship or African spirituality and that Kemetic belief, I don't know about those, but I hear it in Tanzania, then people might look at you kind of weird because they're like, they kind of like might look at you kind of weird. But because most of the spiritual practices here in Tanzania is Muslim or Christian. So it might, you might stand out a little bit if you don't, if you're not subscribing to those. I don't subscribe to either or, but I do subscribe to the biblical scriptures. So many of the Christians will talk to me, will listen to me when I talk about the biblical scriptures, even though I tell them I don't subscribe to the white Jesus, the white, the white Cedric Borgia, the white pale skin. So, you know, and then I kind of let them know that Moses, he wasn't white, he was black. The Mashiach or the Christ, he hid among Egyptians, he was black. So I just kind of let them know that everybody in the biblical scriptures was black, in my opinion. not Mzungu, Adam and Eve, black. So yeah, they might listen a little bit more if you talk about the biblical scriptures because at least they know the scriptures. So, and then number 6 is the final difference, which is very, very, very important when considering moving to the continent of Africa. Everyone, please do your research. Currency conversion rate. Currency conversion rate. USD. You want to know for every 1 USD, you want to know how much the that currency for that country, the value of that USD is in that country. So you want to get the most out of your USD. So Tanzania would be the ideal place out of many of the African continental countries because for every 1 USD it's 2,200. It's changing. It was 2,300, but now it's about 2,200 T shillings per 1 USD. You can spend a lot. You can do a lot with that. Versus Ghana is probably almost dollar for dollar. So you can't. Your US dollar won't go as far. Which the US dollar is going to crash anyway. So just be prepared to do what you got to do. Everybody, these banks, these US banks, do what you got to do to get your money in a place. I would recommend. I'm just saying get it out of the US banks into another currency, whether it's T shillings, CD, whether it's Rand, whether it's the Kenyan monies, I don't know the different currencies, Zambia, Burundi, Malawi, get it out of USD, out of the banks. That's just my opinion. Just start moving your money. Because one thing about the continent that's good is the fact that each country has its own currency, so you don't have to worry about like uh, one falling of the currency, one universal falling of the U.S. like the U.S. dollar if it collapses. So since each African country have their own monies, then it's a little bit safer because Tanzania has their T shillings and Kenya has their money, so you can move money around, everybody. You can move money around to safeguard your monies. So keep that in mind. The currency conversion rate is very important, especially when you don't have a lot of money and you're going to move to the continent. Find a country that you can benefit and get the most out of your USD. Another good country, and I think I mentioned this, but I'll mention this again since I'm talking about it. Burundi. For every 1 USD right now, it's like I think it's like 1,900 or 1,800 Burundian monies. I don't know the name of their currency, but that's a good country if you are in the diaspora and wanting to repatriate. Burundi is another good country that your USD will stretch further. So for me, I would say Tanzania first, Burundi second. Then I would say Malawi 3 because Malawi for every 1 USD, I think it's like 900 but Malawian monies. So, and then Zambia, because with Zambia, it's only like 16 Zambian monies to every 1 USD. So you want to get the most out of your USD, especially if you're on a fixed income, if you're on a budget, if you got streams of income and it's not a lot, like me, you want to get the most out of your USD wherever you live. So consider that when you're thinking about relocating to an African country. Burundi is a good choice. It's a good choice because of the currency conversion rate. Now, the language, you got to just research. Now, also, you can get dual citizenship in Burundi, Malawi, Zambia, and Kenya on the east side of the continent. I didn't talk about the west because I'm not really as familiar with the west side, but I'm on the east side, so I did some research on the East African countries. So if you want dual citizenship, Zambia, Burundi, Malawi, Kenya. And I might be missing somebody else. I think it's either Uganda or Rwanda. I don't really mention those two, and I think I mentioned in previous videos why, because of the history for both of them of genocide. I don't have nothing against them. It's just that I came out of the West in America where they are genociding their own people, us. So I'm not trying to go to a country with a history of genocide. So that's why I don't really mention those. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. It's other people that are interested in going to those countries. I have spiritually, I feel connections to certain countries, And if it's a history of genocide in particular countries, I don't. My spirit is not wanting to go to those places because I came out of a country where they genocide their own people. So I'm not trying to go to a place that have a history like that because I'm coming from a place like that. Okay. So, oh yeah, in Ghana, there are open sewers. In Ghana, there are open sewers, but there are open sewers in Tanzania as well. So, yeah, there are open sewers. So that's the only thing that's kind of different. You're gonna have to be okay, everybody. When you see, don't panic. But yeah, Tanzania has some too. But I did notice that Ghana's was a little bit worse. The open sewers was a little bit worse in Ghana, and the smell. In Tanzania, I don't smell some of the smells like I did in Ghana. So I don't know why. I think it's like a landfill or something in Ghana. I don't know. A dumping type of landfill. I don't know. I'm just uh, hearing that it is one. So I don't. I haven't done any research, but the smell. I noticed it was some smells. But in Tanzania, even though you see some areas that might be downtrodden, but you don't have a lot of bad smells in Tanzania. One thing I can say that I haven't noticed. So yeah, but there are many opportunities in all of the African countries. Please research. Look, I see a message about Malawi is a very good country that has been overlooked. Look into Malawi. Look into Burundi. Look into Zambia. These countries are good countries also to research and look into to consider repatriating. It's not a lot of diaspora there, so someone can go there and start some kind of business or something like Diaspora Connect TZ, like I'm doing here, or they have places in Ghana where they're helping diaspora to come back and to find set up places where we could have places to live or rent or whatever. It's what I'm trying to do, you guys. I'm looking for investors. I don't have a lot of money, but it's a dream and it's a desire. And that's why I created the business. So that was a start here, is creating the business. That was the hard part. Partnering with the Tanzania and creating the business. Now that I have the business created, I can legally buy land under the business. It is safe for foreigners to do it that way. Your investment is safe. Nothing can, you're good. So that's how I wanted to do it, and that's what I'm trying to do. It's slow, everyone, poly, but my heart's desire is to try to help our people to have a place to come. So if they come here, they won't be just out if they run out of money, or if they something happens, we'll have a hub or a place where we can come to reach out and help each other. That's all I'm trying to do, everybody. Review site. Oh, review site is talking to Christine McDonald. Do you mean open drains? Yeah, open drains or open sewers where you can see the. Yeah, yeah. That's what review site. That's what Christine is saying. Open sewers. Yeah, open drains. We don't have that in the West, so that's why it's kind of different for us to see that. Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm about to end this live. I answer most of the questions. I'll do another live soon. Please let me know in the chat maybe if you would like me to talk about certain things or certain subjects. I try to watch some of the other YouTubers to see what everybody's talking about so I can be on that same page because I'm trying to get my subscriber numbers up, trying to get my videos in circulation. Like, thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And I will come back next week with another video whenever I get updates or information that I feel like is imperative and or helpful to those who are considering repatriating to the continent or coming to Tanzania. I will try to share it so you'll be aware, because many people are following others and not always aware of the rules, guidelines, and all that. I'm no expert, but when I do find out, I will try to share it. I can't share everything on here. A lot of stuff I share more personal with people who are here that can personally help them, but some stuff I can't share, of course. But I do try to share as much as possible that's out in the open, or if I mean, if you research, you'll find out, what I'm saying. So, yeah, yeah. So I'm going to end this live. Thank you for tuning in. To all of my faithful subscribers, all of my new subscribers, thank you for your viewership. Thank you for reviewing my video and spending time checking me out. checking on me to see how I'm doing. I'm doing blessed. I'm doing well. I had some phone issues, you guys, this whole week. But you know what? It didn't stop me. I didn't get discouraged. I did pray and asked the Most High to work things out, and He did. All praises to the uncreated creator of heaven and earth, that you will be blessed and you'll be safe out in the West until you come back home to safety. Another thing is, it's supposed to be coming out the West, or somebody's supposed to be coming out with malaria cure or something, vaccine. Don't do it. Don't do it. Africans, don't do it. Stop trusting these enemies with your health. They've been They're not trying to preserve your life. Okay, please, please, please stop trusting your enemies with your life. They don't love you. They're not trying to preserve your life. They're trying to kill you off. They're trying to depopulate. Stop it, please. Don't go for the okey doke. Don't trust none of they formulas, because the other one didn't work. The one that's out now didn't work, so then they come out with a malaria one. Stop it, you guys. Don't do it. Don't trust your enemies, your oppressors, your colonizers, and all that. Okay? Don't do it. Believe me. I know firsthand. I've been raised by them. I've lived around them all my life. I know these people like the back of my hand, just like they know us, just like they're watching our channels and they're following us. They already know what's going on, and they know we back on the continent educating our people and telling them not to trust these people. Okay? So for your lively sake and your continued existence, don't trust your enemies. Okay? All right. So I'm going to end this video, and like and share and subscribe, please, please, please. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Shalom. Quieti. Bye bye. See you next time. See you in the next video.